morning, guys. Today is Monday. I'm kind of having a little bit of a late start because I needed to kind of straighten up around the apartment from the weekend. There's just stuff everywhere and I felt like cleaning up a little bit. Also, before I start on today's projects that I need to work on, I need to finish this week's video. I need to take a few extra shots of the finished products, and I also need to take photos and set up a listing for a commission that I finished. So I'm going to be doing that real quick, and then we'll work on getting other projects started. So this is the commission I finished. His name is Jeffet, and he is from the game End. And I had a lot of fun. He has a really weird character to make, but I really like it. Trying to make something solid white but also look like it's sketched was really interesting. A little cat that rides on him. So I need to take photos for him, send them to the buyer, make sure they like it, set up a listing and stuff like that. And then I also need to take some photos of our little tadpoles and a few extra video shots of just kind of showing them off for the video because I haven't finished the video yet. So as you guys know, I kind of took down my chair and everything like that, so I'm kind of doing a makeshift thing. I think I'm going to hang up my curtains over here and just lay everything out and take the photos just on my desk for now. I still need to get better backdrops, but I'm just going to use that one teal backdrop that we were using with the chair. Okay, I think I can just clip it right here on my shelves. Oh yeah, that should work. It's got this little thing in the middle I need to figure out what to do with. Tuck that under something. It might work. Just get him in a nice position to show off all his details. And then I'm just going to take photos with my phone. I don't want to take down the camera and use it, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, he's all done, and then for the tadpoles I have this blue blanket that kind of looks like water, so I think it'll work really well for that. So I'm just going to lay this out on the curtain, kind of pull the curtain back a little bit, make kind of a little spot for them to lay down. And then I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the thumbnail for them. I think for them I'm just going to have one listing, and then I'll have it have a quantity of 3. Just to make it easy, so I have to make 3 listings. Okay, so I finished recording my last few clips. I got everything exported into iMovie, and then I just got to do a few minutes of editing to get this ready to schedule onto YouTube. And so I really thought we were going to have a sunny day, but it's starting to get kind of dark and yucky out. So I think we're going to have another rainy day. Anyways, I just finished editing the tadpole video, so that is all done. I also messaged the person that ordered that commission and I sent them photos, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them to make sure that they like it. So we can finally start working on some more projects. Now I've already started work on a baby Triceratops and I can't wait for you guys to see it, but I'm gonna keep myself from giving away sneak peeks of it other than some of the sewing because I think the head came out really cute and I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I think we're gonna go with a kind of green color for the body. I don't have a whole lot of plush fabrics, and this one I think I have enough of, so I'm gonna use this. I kind of was debating on using a sequence, but I changed my mind. I kind of want it to be softer and a little bit more not realistic looking. It's going to be just kind of cuter. And then just to make it look a little bit scaly, I have this fake leather, and I'm going to use this to make just a few scattered scales on the body. So this is a pattern that I ended up sketching out. I'm trying to make him really chubby and cute, so he's going to hopefully be nice and round in the middle. And then he was going to have his little frill thing out of fabric, but I ended up sculpting it out of clay, so we're not going to end up using this. So this is his belly. I've got his legs over here, and then this is his body. I've got it broken up into like 3 pieces, because I think if I have it kind of like sewn here and here, it'll tuck the fabric a tiny bit and make his belly stick out. At least that's my goal. So I need to use these pieces and get our main body pieces cut out, and then I'm going to, well actually I need to take little shots of it first for the tutorial before I cut these apart, but I will need to sketch out where I want the scales to go, and then we'll use the pattern again to mark those out. So before I end up destroying the pattern, I will have to take a few clips of it so that I have it for the tutorial, because I don't want to have to make this again. Honestly, it's cute. If it works out, I think I'm going to save this one. So the puppers wanted to go out, and guess who got rained on? I had to change because I got completely soaked. At least my hair looks better now. So I got the main patterns traced onto the fabric. I need to take those clips real quick before we destroy our patterns, and then we can sketch out where all the scales are gonna go. So I think since I'm still kind of drying off, I might make something for lunch. I think I have leftover stir fry, I'll see. I actually have a lot of leftovers in here, let's see. Oh yeah, right here, okay. Yeah, so one thing that I don't like about the rain here is it always smells like seaweed because we live off of the Gulf, and it's nasty. I actually really like rainy days, but here they're just horrible. It just stinks outside right now. Okay, so now where do we want to put our scales? I think we want a good like cluster of them, like here, and then maybe like here, and we could do a few here, and maybe on the hip. I don't know if I'll do anything here. We might just use like fabric paint or something. I don't think we'll use the leather. How big do I want these scales? Yeah, maybe something like that. I think we'll only put a few on the tail because I don't want to make it where it's too much work to do. And the same with the neck, we'll just do a couple. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean up these lines, cut everything out so we have like a stencil, and then we're gonna put it on here. So I haven't done this technique in quite a while, but I used to do this all the time. The main reason I think I stopped is it's just very time consuming. But I really do like the effect of sewing on fake leather scales. It just adds a little bit more texture and detail to the piece than if you were to just paint them on. Oh, I don't know if it'll get here while I'm vlogging, but I do have another package coming in. This one is from Arteza. I already got something else from them, and this is the last thing that I need to be able to do a product review for them. This one's going to be mainly like a painting type video, and I haven't done anything like this on my channel before, review wise, and I'm really looking forward to it. Only thing is, it's going to be a very large project. Okay, so I got these sketched out. They're pinned together with their fake leather, and I do need to go use the sewing machine on them, but I kind of am tired of working with fabric. I've been doing it for a few days now, so I kind of feel like just doing something different and then coming back to this later. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get the prep work done for this dragon bust that I want to do. I've got all the horns picked out. I think I'll pick out a few extra gems, but our wooden base, I need to drill some holes in it and add a wire frame off of it so that we have something to build off of. So instead of just like sculpting directly on it and having it solid, the inner workings is going to have a wire frame connecting it to this, and that's going to be wrapped in tin foil and then covered in clay. So I'm going to get my drill out and we can work on that. It's down here. Move my tripod leg. There we go. I'm not sure how big of a hole I'll need yet, so let me get all my drill bits. Okay, I don't want too big of a hole, otherwise it'll be kind of like loose and wiggly, so I'm thinking this one will work. Okay, so I thought I had a scrap piece of wood, kind of. I have these extra pieces here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of prop it up here, have the cardboard in case I slip, and hopefully not put a hole through my countertop. Okay, I needed a ruler. Pretty much I need to find the middle of our square. Kind of like that. Okay, so I don't need it drilled directly in the middle. What I need is kind of like here and here, because we're gonna have a loop. It'll make more sense later, but I'm gonna do 2 holes. There we go. And no hole in the counter. There's a little bit of hole in the cardboard, but I did not put a hole in the counter, so that's what counts. Okay, now that I have my holes, I need my wood chisels. I need to make a little indentation connecting the 2 holes so the wire doesn't like create a bump on the bottom. So it has like a little pocket to go into. Yeah, once upon a time when I literally would try every craft imaginable, I used to try and do wood, but it gets too much on my nerves because of the grain. I'm just not a person that works with wood too often. I'm sure people are like screaming at me how I'm using this chisel. But I don't need it to look perfect because it's just kind of the under part. Okay, now I just need my wire. I'm just kind of guessing how much I want. Run it through. See, and because we did that, there is no bump. You can lay it flat, and then to cover up that, you could just put felt on the bottom. I think when it comes to actually shaping this, I'll wait until I'm ready to record the tutorial, because I want to show how to add the tinfoil onto the wire and stuff like that. You can tell I'm not trying to do anything perfect. And then it might be taller than this later, but we can always adjust it. This is just kind of the main support of the thing. But yeah, I think I mentioned this in another vlog that I kind of wanted to do a sculpture of a dragon kind of in a howling position, head all the way up. So we'll have like the horns kind of facing downwards like this. And then I have a few extra horns I'm not sure if I'll use yet. So if I want to have more, I do have the potential of adding more. But part of me kind of doesn't want it in a full howl. I kind of want it to be holding like a gem in its mouth. So I kind of need to see if I have any gems that would look good with these horns, because we at least know we're using these ones. I really need to start ordering more gems. I've actually been using a decent amount of them. See, I have a bunch of extra like gems I made out of resin, but I need something that doesn't have a flat backing, something a little bit more three-dimensional. Like I said, I have more horns. I actually really like these green ones. These ones don't have a coating of resin over top of them, but these ones do. That's why they're all kind of shiny. So if I want, I have extra horns. I'm not sure if I want to go with any golds or greens though. Oh, do I want to do something dark? Because I have this. I don't know if the camera can catch the shininess of it. It probably just looks black, but it has like a iridescent like rainbow effect to it. Yeah, I don't know if the camera can see that. But I have that. I have a few like clear ones we could use. And then just a bunch of more natural looking rocks and crystals. I don't know, I need to think about it. So I just got a sale on Etsy, and since I'm trying to procrastinate on sewing, I think I'm gonna box that up. Also, I have a package that is going to be mailed out tomorrow, so if I get this one done, it can go out at the same time, so it'll save trips. Ended up selling our little soft shell turtle. I've had him for quite a while. He finally sold, and we're gonna box him up. Now, if you guys are curious on how I box things up, before doing any of that, I do make sure to check him out. Any pieces that get boxed, I double check that they didn't get bumped or scratched or need any repairs, because sometimes in storage things happen. So I definitely look for anything, especially like the tips of the claws and stuff. And then if there's anything wrong with it, I fix it before boxing up. And so everything looks all good, so I'm gonna start wrapping him up. Now, pieces like this, the little ones, these are really easy to box up, but when it comes to like the really large ones, those sometimes can be a bit tricky. especially if they have like really long horns or antlers. I'm always really nervous. I try to box them up as best I can. Okay. Now the part that I can't show you, the labels. I'm gonna go make those real quick. Okay, so I got that all boxed up. Our little soft-shelled turtle is ready to be mailed out tomorrow, so that's all done. And I need to get that sewing done, so I'm eventually going to do that today, but I think I'm going to call today's vlog done because I realize it's getting really late, and I need to get editing so that I can actually post this. So otherwise I would have had a longer vlog today, but I'm still trying to get caught up with things, so hope you guys don't mind. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!